Good morning, guys. I'm here to give you a quick little tour over Canva and how you can create an infographic for your project. So, on Google Classroom, you should see this new assignment right here. It's called the infographic project. Right here, infographic project. So, we're going to click on that, and it's not going to look like that, it's going to look like this. So when you click on this, it's going to open this page. You're going to click Use Template, and you should be able to do this. Now, you can use a template over here. So you're going to have a list of topics you can do this about, or you do your infographic about. However, you are going to need to make sure it's a template that looks like this. So down here, over here, at the bottom, you have your Zoom drag thing. So if we zoom in, we can bring our picture into focus and we can see, it already has images and everything for us. And it does have a bunch of random words here um, in these boxes already. All you have to do is begin typing your information in those boxes. Okay. Now, say you don't want to use a template, which is totally fine and I highly recommend. So let me make it look like another page. Um, so yours will look like this down here, okay? And it's supposed to be long, I promise. So what you're going to do then is you are going to say you wanted to do it about a team or a player. So I'm going to do mine about a team, and I want to do mine on a football team. Oh, let's go with the best college football team there is, Alabama. So, over here on the sides, you're going to see these different things. Now, what I want you to focus on, the ones you're going to use the most are elements, text, and maybe uploads. But the ones you're going to use the most are elements and text. So look at elements, and I want to go ahead and start searching for a kind of a football player. So I'm going to search for a football player and we're going to scroll. So it already gives me a whole lot of these images, right? So I'm going to scroll through and see if I can find one that I like. Oh, we like this one because he's got on a red jersey. So I'm going to click on him. I can make him big. I can make him small. I can do whatever. Okay, so I'm going to make him kind of like this, and then I'm going to put him right here down in this corner. Okay. All right. Now, something really cool about Canva is that anytime you click on a picture, so we clicked on him over here in magic recommendations, it gives you pictures that look kind of similar and have the same kind of topic. So if you click that see all button, it pulls up all of these things. Well, let's look at this. This is awesome, right? So I want this guy because he's got a number on his jersey. He's stinking cool as all get out. So I'm going to put him here and I'm going to want to drag him over here now, right? So I've got two football players on here, right? Oh, I really like this football. I want to put that up here. Okay. And then a helmet just because why not? Going to put a helmet here. And then I'll put my football over here. All right. Now, say I want this to look a little different. So I can click here. Anytime you've got an image selected, you should have these options. So I can crop it and make it like half the football, or I can flip. Now, I can flip it horizontally, and that just does that, or I can flip it vertically, and now it's upside down. Now, say I want to rotate this, right? I want to rotate it. Well, if I grab this button right here, I can turn it and drag it, and I've rotated it. And all I'm doing to move these images around is just clicking on the image and dragging it. So now I've got this. This looks pretty cool for my images, right? And I can put a lot of information in these little pockets of things first. Well, now I need a title, right? I need a title, and they need to know what I'm writing about, right? You need to know what my infographic's going to be about. So how do I put text on here? How do I type something? How do I get that text box? So over here on this side over here, you're going to click text, and you'll see you'll have headings, subheadings, and a little bit of body text. So we also have these, but I don't recommend using these. So I'm going to click on heading. All right. I want a heading. This is going to be my title. And I want to call it Alabama. Oh, hang on. I've got to click. Alabama football. Right. And the fun thing about text boxes is you can click and drag and do this to it. You can change the font. So if I select everything in here and I go over here to the font, so let's look. Right here is where the font. I can change the size. I can change the color, bold, italics, underlined. Here's where I can make it centered, left or right. I'm going to do it in the center. You can make it bullet points or a number list. And you can also mess with the spacing, although I wouldn't really recommend doing that. So let's go over to the font because that's what we want to do. And here you can search for different types. So we're going to search for headings because that's what we want, right? We want a heading. And I really like this heading here. So, and I can make that bigger by doing this, right? I can just do this and it automatically changes the font size for me. So we're going to do this. Alabama football. Well, okay, this needs a little bit more color. And so I don't want to and if I want to change the color of my whole background, I just click on this where the whole thing highlights. And over here, up in the top, I can click this color palette and it gives me all of these colors. Well, burgundy is Alabama's color. Well, burgundy doesn't really work. So I'm going to go back to white. So here's what I can do. I can go to elements, okay? And if I go to elements, I can get out of our thing and then I can click out of this, right? I go back to the empty search bar. So what I do when I go to the empty search bar is I'm going to type in here, I need a paint stroke. I think that would look cool. So if I type in paint stroke, oh, I really like this one. This would look really cool right here. So I'm going to put it over here behind this and make this look really cool. Well, okay. So it's pink though. Alabama isn't pink. Alabama is red. So I'm going to click this, go over here to this top button, click on burgundy, and voila. Okay, well now I can't see this. So I'm going to change the color of my font. Okay, this looks pretty stinking cool. All right, so I'm going to drag that there. And then now I can add in all of and I have all these different options as well for different paint strokes. So say I wanted to do another one here for other information I want to plug in, which is all totally fine, but I don't. So I'm going to click the delete button. So that's how you basically use Canva. I can also go back over here to text and put in subheading. So this will be about football helmet, that's going to be their score goal, and then a little bit of body text is what I'm going to tell you about it. Okay, so that's how you use Canva. Super easy, super fun to do, and I hope that helps.